Yukari Takeba is waifu material. As part of the Lover's Arcana, she's a cheerful, enthusiastic personality with a slight inclination for sarcasm. She's the very first friend we meet, and is one of the famous Cease members in Persona 3. With that, here are my reasons why Yukari Takeba is waifu material. Often called Yuka-tan by Junpei, I would classify her as the cheerleader of the group, bringing the youthful style and bubbly attitude. We can often see her rallying everyone towards optimism and trying to pump everyone up. Well, most of the time.
Alright, let's use the power of friendship to really hype up that crowd.
My, I never thought the day would come when I'd hear you say that.
Maybe I got it from Akihiko-senpai or Junpei.
This kind-natured attitude, along with her positive outlook on life, makes her pretty popular around high school. However, her cheerfulness has its limits.
No one asked you, where do you get all that confidence?
Well, that didn't last long. Yukari admittedly is prone to mood swings and sometimes gets annoyed at trivial things, especially when it comes to Junpei. While they are the best of friends, she really has it out for Junpei, often bringing out that sarcasm I mentioned. No one would blame me if you thought she was a fire user because of the sick burns she dishes out.
This is a tough case, even for Junpei Iori, ace detective.
Ace detective? More like Stupei, ace defective.
What a savage. As a lady, she's always on the lookout for Junpei's pervy antics.
Don't look up.
However, we can also argue that Yukari has a dirty mind of her own, especially while talking to Elizabeth, who by the way has awesome rapping skills.
That's right, no time to waste. I select the location with my superb taste.
Elizabeth then talked about how each of their rooms were soundproof.
Be reassured that you can bang all you want in there, no problem.
We'd never do that. I mean, what are you implying?
Is there a problem with making as much noise as you need when practicing your dance moves?
And lastly, it's hilarious when Yukari gets lost in her thoughts while talking to Akihiko.
Then maybe I should borrow some of your luck. What would you recommend, Senpai?
Well, I've got a special one up my sleeve. I wear red underwear for the greatest bouts.
Red underwear, huh? Oh, but do I have any red? Wait! Why am I telling you?
Ha! Did you see that, Shinji?
In combat, she specializes in wind and healing spells, and her weapon of choice is the bow and arrow. This works well as she's part of the archery club and even boasts about being the star of the team.
Well, you are a member of the archery club, Yukari-chan.
I'm technically their star athlete after all. I can't be slacking off now.
While she is proficient with the bow, she isn't exactly confident using the evoker, as seen by her hesitation early in the story. This type of hesitation probably stems from her natural fear of death and non-existence. On a side note, she also has a fear of ghosts, something which Junpei loves to take advantage of. Despite these fears, Yukari can also be brave, actually too brave sometimes. Like during that time they were looking for clues in the alleyway behind Port Island. Her tough girl routine attracted a lot of trouble from gangsters, leading to Junpei getting punched. She probably did that on purpose. Thankfully, Shinji was there to save them all. Something rarely talked about is Yukari's integrity. As part of Persona 3 plot, they find a video of her father warning about the dangers of the dark hour, and that it was all his fault. You can tell she has a strong sense of responsibility when she continues to join the team, simply because she wants to make amends for her late father's actions. Between the Persona 3 waifus, I would argue that Yukari is the most stylish among them. Even I guess think so.
I think you are the definition of the word stylish.
This stems from her natural love for reading fashion magazines and keeping up with the latest trends, and she certainly enjoys keeping up with her appearance. Yukari is certainly pretty, with bold brown eyes and short light brown hair that has some stylish curves and spikiness to them. Her standard school outfit consists of a short black skirt and pink sweater all tied with a giant red bow. And don't forget her signature white choker with a heart on it. She can also be seen in a variety of fashionable outfits. Pink does seem to be her favorite color, as there's a trace of it in almost all of her outfits. Like most young ladies, she has a love for wearing cute outfits and shopping.
Really? Are there clothes that would look cute on me?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, and I know a lot of shops.
She seems to have a thing for cosplay as well. During one of the spin-offs, it's said that Yukari later becomes an actress playing the role of the Pink Argus for the Neo Featherman series. And let's not forget Yukari in the maid outfit.
Welcome! Are you ready to order?
Now, if the maid outfit and voice sounds familiar, that's because she's voiced by Michelle Ruff, the very same voice of Sadayo Kawakami in Persona 5, who everyone knows has a thing for maid outfits. Yukari's social link struggle mainly has to do with mending the rough relationship she has with her mother, as initially Yukari disapproved and couldn't understand why her mom was constantly seeing other men, while the other part of her social link is about Yukari's tendency to isolate and distance herself from others as she doesn't want to get hurt, similar to Makoto's initial mindset. This doesn't stop Yukari from being a good friend, well, except to Junpei. Seeing that she lost her father at a young age, she can relate pretty well with Makoto, who also lost his parents to a tragic accident. Also, when Mitsuru was going through a dark time in her life, she was planning to skip the whole class trip altogether. Being the concerned friend, Yukari focused her efforts to convince Mitsuru to join the class trip, so that they can make some memories together. I would also say that Yukari is pretty good with kids, seeing how she bonds pretty well with Ken and takes good care of him. In an alternate dimension, I also think she's the perfect best friend for Femc Minako. Now, Yukari seems to have a thing for slapping people, like that time she and Makoto met at the mysterious hotel room. And that time she slapped Mitsuru. Whoa. Yukari has admitted in the past that she's never been totally comfortable around Mitsuru, but this very slap was the stepping stone that led them to being the best of friends. So much so that we can later see Yukari being the critical one about their dancing.
Wouldn't it mess up the middle part if we did that? We need to turn smoother. We also fell out of sync on the last part. We need to focus on maintaining our rhythm. Time to dance! I'm gonna be the disco queen!
Excusing her phrasing, Yukari certainly has the most modern approach in terms of costume and dancing style, sporting a see-through pink top with an exposed midriff to match. With her use of stylish idol-like dance steps together with some provocative poses, she can really light up the dance floor. Something I noticed with Yukari is she usually likes to hold both hands behind her back. Body language experts have mentioned that it could be a display of pride, or maybe it's just her emphasizing her confidence. Yeah. During one of her talks with Elizabeth, you can get the feeling that Yukari's a bit jealous.
Oh, I see. LP is really pretty.
I don't know what you mean by hit it off, but I hit quite hard in a fistfight.
And the way she gets embarrassed, you know she's harboring a crush for Makoto.
Why do you say that like it's nothing? Don't act out of character because it's a dream.
Elizabeth also gives us her top-class analysis of Yukari and how much she's grown.
I do not speak in hyperbole when I say you may have grown the most of all. Now, as much as Yukari has grown mentally, so has she physically as well. If I may draw particular attention to the increase in size of her chest area.
And it's funny how she gets furious regardless of which choice we pick.
You don't need to know! That's rude, you know.
So what do you think about Yukari? Would you go cosplay shopping with her? Be sure to leave a like and comment about Yukari Takeba, our stylish pink sniper.